Hey guys, this is Mr. Joe195 here. Uh, Today, this video is called Remembering Dr.Death Steve Williams, who sadly passed away on the 29th of December, 2009, which was just over a week ago. Uh, Steve Williams was a great performer. I didn't know a lot about him, but after looking up and searching all about him, he seems like he had quite a good career. So, let's get this on here. Alright, so I'm just going to read you out basically the main moments of Steve Williams' career. Okay, so as we know, Dr. Death, Steve Williams, was born in Lakewood, Colorado, May 14th, 1960. His build height was 6 foot 2 inches. His build weight was 280 pounds. So, I mean, this guy was quite a big dude. I mean, if you've got Dr. Death before your name, you know that there's going to be trouble. Alright, Steve Williams. He was trained by Bill Watts and Bundy Lundell and made his debut in 1982 in Watts' company, Mid-South Wrestling. But in 1986, Mid-South Wrestling was renamed Universal Wrestling Federation. He was still part of the roster, and at this time, around about this time, Williams won the UWF Heavyweight Championship from Big Bubba Rogers, also known as the Big Boss Man. He then formed a tag team in 1988 with Kevin Sullivan. No, sorry, 1987 with Kevin Sullivan. And they won the NWA United States Tag Team titles at Starrcade 88. He then won the NWA Tag titles with Mike Rotundo when they beat the Road Warriors. I'm not sure when that was. And to finish off the 80s, sorry. In 1989, Steve Williams goes to All Japan Pro Wrestling. So he leaves UWF and comes over. In 1992, probably the highlight of his career, facing Ron Simmons for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship at Starrcade. What better can you do than fight for a world title at the company's biggest pay-per-view of the year? I mean, that's something. Although he did lose by disqualification, it made him at the time. Moving on 6 years, 1998, Steve Williams signs for World Wrestling Federation, the WWF. During this time, he's managed by his good friend, good old JR, Jim Ross, before being released just in 1999. And then he returns back to WCW. Not as good of a wrestler as he was before, but he starts a feud with Vampiro. And before he leaves as well, he has a steel cage match on WCW Nitro against, was it Steve Only? Steve Only. Yeah, I think it was Steve Only. Yeah, Steve Only, or Sean Only, I can't remember. Anyway, so I mean, by this time his career is starting to come to an end. I mean, he's had a good career at this time, but he is still an active wrestler at the moment. And in 2004 he starts an MMA career. His first match was against his first and only match was against Alexei Ignashov, and Ignashov annihilates Williams in 22 seconds, and that's the last time he ever wants to step in an MMA ring. Also in 2004, there was some devastating news for Steve Williams. He has throat cancer, and but he goes under surgery, and he's declared cancer-free the next year, which in 2005, which is fantastic to hear. During the next couple of years, Steve Williams, he's not wrestling too much, but he is coming to house shows from Raw and SmackDown, just talking to the fans about overcoming cancer and stuff. But he's never been on a live show, but I mean, he just goes and talks to the fans and stuff, and how he overcame cancer and how he changed his life around, really. Steve Williams' last match before officially retiring on October 25th, 2009 was a match for the Asylum Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Belt. Never heard of the company before, but he wins the title there. Good send-off. Obviously have to vacate it because he retires. Also this year, uh, his throat cancer came back, and he sadly passed away on on December 29th, 2009. Um, he was only 49 years old as well, which is a shame. Uh, yeah, so I mean, that, that's Dr. Death, Steve Williams. That's basically his career right here. Uh, Finishing moves was a backdrop driver, and his other one was the Doctor Bomb, which is a gut wrench power bomb. Championships in the clothes. He won 18 championships within his 27-year career, which is quite good, I would say, considering a couple of them are world titles as well. So I'll read you guys out them. The All Japan Pro Wrestling Triple Crown Heavyweight Champion. He is an 8-time All Japan Pro Wrestling Unified Tag Team Champion. He is a one-time Asylum Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. He is the NWA Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion. Sorry, he was. He's a 2-time Mid-South Tag Team Champion. He was a UWF Champion, UWF Heavyweight Champion, a United States Wrestling Alliance Southern Heavyweight Champion, NWA United States Tag Team Champion, WCW Tag Team Champion. Now, for what awards he won for Pro Wrestling Illustrated, in 1985 he won the Most Improved Wrestler of the Year. In 1992 he won Tag Team of the Year, and in 1991 he was ranked the 8th best wrestler in the world, which is, oh man, could you imagine being the 8th best wrestler in the world? Could you even imagine being on the Pro Wrestling Illustrated Top 100, Top 500 even? It'd be fantastic, you know, just to know that you're a wrestler and that you're being recognized. So yeah, his career spans from 1982 to 2009, which is 27 years. That's quite a lot. And the guy was a 1, 2, 3, 4. He was a four-time world champion, and of course the Asylum champion, the UWF heavyweight champion, Southern heavyweight champion. I think it counts. And a Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion. Steve Williams, I didn't know much about the guy, but apparently he was close with JR. He was a great performer as well. And big dude, Dr. Death, Steve Williams. How long we got left here? Yeah, just very quickly, I'm going to tell you guys about what I'm doing in my next video. My next video is going to be No Way Out 2009. I'm not sure when I'm going to do that, but I better not talk about that too much. I don't want to disrespect Steve Williams, but in a moment we're going to have a 30-second silence. It might sound a little stupid to you, but I like to respect former wrestlers who have passed away. So if you want, you can sit on your computers at home, turn everything off, sit and watch this 30 seconds of silence. Here we go. Alright, thank you. Hopefully you went through with that there. I know it might sound a little stupid, but I like to respect former wrestlers. Okay, so this has been your video on Remembering Steve. This has been my video. You've been watching it. Remembering Dr. Death, Steve Williams, great performer in and outside the ring. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow with a No Way Out DVD review. Alright, see you later.